Hello, precious remnant. Today is the 7th of September, 2022, and for those following the early barley calendar, it is Yom Kippur. And as I focused on the Lord this morning, on this special day, I heard the word Keli, K-E-L-I-Y. Now, I know that word from some of my Bible studies. It's H3627 in the Strong's Concordance, and it means something prepared, any apparatus, utensil, vessel, weapon, artillery, furniture, instrument, or jewel. So I was instantly reminded of a vision about God's Keli, which I had on the 1st of September 2019, during a conference called the Release of the Fire Starters. I am going to put a link for it in the transcript of this message, and you will be able to get it from there. Then, as I was sitting there this morning, the Lord began to speak concerning those waiting before Him on this day. These are my Keli who stand this day before me. I take note of them. I record their names. I see their hearts, so desirous to be right with me. I will not fail in one word of my good promise to them. They are mine, redeemed out of the earth. My Spica, a first-fruits sheaf fully ripe and surrendered. Their ears have heard my call, and they have responded to my invitation. I set them apart and position them on my holy hill. I acknowledge them openly as my treasures, sought out and bought out of the jumble sale of earth, snatched from the tables of men who consider them of no worth, and yet still seek to merchandise their souls. I will not leave or forsake them, and all day my eye is upon them. They will not stumble, even though the darkness seems so thick you can reach out your hand and touch it. For I have assigned angels to guard and to keep them. My pressed ones, the highly polished arrows, my Ben Shemesh, the sons of oil, are held as a standard in the midst of their unclean generation, a plumb line of purity in the midst of a city fouled by the sins of the flesh and the worship of demons. And I knew when he mentioned that city, he was speaking of the city of modern-day Christianity. He continued, Release, release, release. Release angelic guard. Release finance for the journey. Release fire to ignite. And I asked him, What journey do you speak of, Lord? What journey is there except the journey to appear before me in Mount Zion? And I recalled the verses from Psalm 84, verse 5. Blessed is the man whose strength is in you, in whose heart are the highways to Zion. Passing through the valley of weeping, they make it a place of springs. The early rain also fills the pools with blessings. They go from strength to strength, and each of them appears before God in Zion. Lord, why does one need finance for this journey? Isn't it a spiritual journey? A king always travels with wealth in his saddlebags. Who knows what need he may come upon along the way? And with that he stopped speaking, but I was immediately reminded of a message I shared called Golden Rain to Complete the Harvest, where the Lord showed me how the Holy Spirit directed the flow of kingdom finance to where it was most needed. And I will put a link for that in the transcript of this message. I sense a great restraint from the Spirit to add nothing further to His words. May you be blessed as you meditate on them and continue before His face on this face-to-face day. Selah.